Hey everyone, this is one of the first time I do an English video on my channel, but I have to talk about some comments that I received lately. One has been deleted, but one is still here, and these are comments that come back now and then, and I need to address this subject, okay? So these comments are coming from people who are strongly against the use of AI, and I can understand their reasoning there behind it, except my problem is that they're fighting an already lost battle. AI is here and it's gonna be here to stay, and my point is that what they should be fighting against in AI is the use of AI to replace human beings in big companies or even in big YouTube channels, people who have money and can and have the money to commission artists and use the skills of the artist shouldn't be using AI to do stuff, okay? Now, why do I use AI on my channel? Well, I'm gonna have to put some context on it first. I've been wanting my whole life to compose, write, and sing my own songs. Problem is, I know how to sing. I'm very bad at writing, and I'm even worse at composing music because I don't have the music theory stuff, and even if I have it, it's I don't know. I just can't do it. I tried several times. It just doesn't work, and at least in my taste, and that's the most important thing. Another problem is that I'm in my country, France. I earn a bit more, but not a lot more of the minimum wage, which means I don't have a lot of money, and you can see I don't have any setup behind me, at least right now. So I don't have really a lot of means for my YouTube channel. And in the past, I've been trying to have some content about Sonic, some content about different stuff. Problem is, I'd like to be able to reach an international audience, mostly English-speaking audience, and by doing so, it wasn't possible because I was speaking French. I wasn't subtitling my videos because it takes far too much time and work, and I have a job next to it, so I'm using my lunchtime to do this video right now. So I decided when I learned about Suno back in June, I think, I decided to give it a try and compose some stuff. And I was impressed about the tool. So what I did was look at the I don't know how you say it in English. EULA. I don't know. The terms. Okay, the terms of Suno. I looked into it and I saw that if I want to be the owner of the music I do with Suno, I have to pay for at least a pro subscription. So the pro subscription is $10 a month, which is kind of cheap. So I decided to pay $10 a month, so I'm the owner of the music I generate on Suno. Of course, I'm not saying I'm the owner of the music of Sonic. Not at all. I'm currently I'm gonna touch on Sonic music just after that. So I started to go to ChatGPT first and ask it to create lyrics. I have a theme, some themes in mind, like my little dog. I want to write a song about her. I want to write a song about the fact that I've decided to leave the past behind me and now start a new life and be alive again. I wanted to write a song about my mom. I wanted to write a song about my hometown, my childhood town, and stuff like that. So I have several themes. I have also some styles that I want to apply to each song. So I go to ChatGPT and I tell it, okay, I need to write a song. I want this, and that in the song. Can you try something for me? It gives something that is not even remotely quality stuff, okay? But at least it's a starting point, which I didn't have, because every time I put myself in front of a paper to write, or paper or Word document, I words just don't come and I just can't write. So I needed a starting point, and ChatGPT gave me one. After that, there's a back and forth between me and ChatGPT to correct, alter, stuff like that. And at some point, I have something vaguely acceptable, which can let me start the composition. The lyrics might change in after that, but at least I could have a melody and stuff like that. So I go to Suno, I feed it the lyrics from ChatGPT. Lyrics I've been doing, I insist about the fact that there's a back and forth between me and ChatGPT. It's just so you understand that there is a big human component in what I do with AI, okay? There is still a human component. AI doesn't just do stuff like that. You have to, okay. So ChatGPT, back and forth, we have somewhat acceptable lyrics, but at least something that can be used to compose. So I go to Suno, I feed it with the lyrics, I give it some styles to do, and it generates music. Okay, except most of the time, Suno is weird, because sometimes they are going to do amazing stuff from the get-go. You try something and you have directly the good stuff right off the bat. But mostly, especially with songs, mostly you have shit stuff, a lot of shit stuff. So you have to generate. You have some credits you can use. You have for $10 a month, you have 2,500 credits, and it's kind of you just burn credits over and over to create songs. And at some point, there's the one. This one, I like it. This one, I can see myself singing on it and stuff like that. You keep it. You have some lyrics on it and stuff like that. Now, what I'm gonna do, and again, I will, I have to touch about it. I don't have means, so I'm doing something that's not legal. I download an audio software, FL Studio. And what I'm gonna do with that music that Suno gave me, I'm gonna redo it by hand in FL Studio with plugins and stuff like that, so I can have something, so I can tweak it, change it, and stuff like this. So the end result is not the one given by the AI, whether it's for the music or the lyrics. Every song I did with the AI, the lyrics have been deeply changed by the process. Okay, for now there's no song ready to publish and stuff like that. This is what I call AI assisted music making. Okay, that's not I saw some people say I've been stealing from other artists, and I think you're looking it at the you're looking at it the wrong way. Um, Usually, when you write music, when you do art, you have influences. You inspire yourself with the stuff you have seen, heard, watched, and all this, your brain just processes it and has ideas based on all of that. Okay, that process happens in your brain. Okay, this is exactly the same thing, except it's a machine who does it. The machine does the exact same stuff. It takes a million stuff, existing stuff. Yes, it's not theirs, but million existing stuff, and it brings out something new out of everything it has in its database, in its database, and that's the same process. And at the end result I will get is something I chose with my sensitivity, with my I have something in mind that I can, do. So there is a huge human component. I'm just using the AI as a tool because I don't have the means. I mean, I could. Some people would say, well, pay some musicians, pay someone to compose for you. I don't have the money for that. I don't have it. Okay? So at some point, it's either I don't create, and why not? Or I use some tools that are available to be able to bring my ideas, to bring my message, to bring my to bring my myself into creation. And this is why I used AI in the first place. Okay, I wanted to, for the first time, I could by myself with my own hands without the help of anyone. And it's not replacing people. I just don't have the means. If I couldn't use AI, I just wouldn't hire. So nobody loses anything here. Okay. About the sonic music now. After I discovered Suno and the AI and stuff like that, YouTube started to recommend me some AI extensions from other YouTubers. And I found it really interesting because I didn't find my favorite music from Sonic. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to play with Suno, to do stuff like that. And I had some pretty interesting results. If you go to the first videos, okay, it's not great, I know, but it's interesting. And I found it fun, to just see what AI can do with the basis, the existing basis of the sonic music. Of course, this music is not mine, and I never lied about it. I never said I put a lot of effort in remixing anything. I never said this was mine. Okay, this is AI, and I'm perfectly honest with you. I say it openly. It's AI, and there's no. I'm not saying anything otherwise. I saw some people use AI and tell that and pretend they did the stuff. Like, for example, some full fake Sonic X Shadow Generations OST were made using Suno or Udio. I don't know which one, but some people use it and uploaded it on YouTube and said, "Hey, yeah, I remixed this and that." And no, you can hear it's AI. They pretend it's just the voice that has been changed. But for example, a guy that remixes "I Am All of Me" from Shadow and Shadow the Hedgehog, and the melody has nothing to do with the original, and he pretends that he remixed it, and the music is real, and it's just an AI voice changer. So I think what happened here is that he made a cover on Suno of the song, then maybe I give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he remade the music and then used an AI voice changer to have the thing he wants, but it is AI generated. It is AI generated, definitely. Just listening to it, it's obvious. This guy, in the title, in the stuff like that, he never says he's using AI. So I'm kind of angry when people come at me and tell me I'm stealing other people's stuff, pretending I'm putting effort into it. And I'm not pretending I'm putting a lot of effort, but I'm putting effort. And the worst thing is that this comment came from someone who only uploads Let's Play on his channel, So that person is telling me that I'm doing a channel out of stealing artists' work and not putting any effort, when he is literally posting video games that are made by others and just playing it, and the only effort he has to do is press a button to record the video, and then he uploads it like that. And I think it's kind of hypocrite, because I don't put the effort that some guy like T. Lopez and I don't know, Silvagana, or all those sonic music composers that who do amazing things, much better than AI. These guys, they put a tremendous amount of effort in what they do. I never pretended the effort was tremendous for me. It's time consuming because, most of the time, Suno gives bad results, and sometimes you have one bad result on the videos because I couldn't have anything acceptable, and at some point I'm like, well, it was requested, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Except my instead of just doing display the logo, and when it comes to AI, just destroy the logo and show it completely destroyed, I was like, AI is also an image generator, and we can generate sonic image with Bing. Maybe someday it will stop, but for now, Sega is opened to the fact that we can upload music to Suno and use Sonic in our prompt on Bing, okay? It may stop anytime, and it's fine. I understand it, and I'm gonna stop at the moment where Sega says it's finished. No problem here. But I decided that maybe it's more interesting to put a screenshot of the original game from which the music comes from, and then try to reproduce it through the prompt of the AI. And at first, the first videos you will see, I used very simple prompts. Like for the first one, I think it was Hydro City from Sonic Mania. I just put Sonic the Hedgehog, 2D pixel art, Sonic the Hedgehog running in Hydro City Zone. He generated me that kind of city with water and stuff like that. And at some point I was like, sometimes it's kind of too much different than too much different than the original. And what I wanted to do is try to fine-tune my prompts so I can try to get as close as possible as the original. So I started to describe the zone. Sometimes I have to ask ChatGPT, and sometimes I get my description from ChatGPT and I just tweak it so the doesn't always give good result. But again, generating music can take time because you burn credits and you have to really sometimes do many different versions until you find something that, hey, this is interesting. And same with the pictures, because Bing generates square pictures. So you have a good one and you're like, it's so good, except it's not widescreen. You had in the first videos, I just posted the square one, but I wanted my videos to be widescreen, because, well, we use TVs, phones, and stuff like that. So I used the feature that allows us to resize the image in widescreen. And usually when you resize the image in widescreen, it's a different one. It's not just completing the border. It's generating a new one from your prompt and the original image, and generates a new one. And sometimes, well, in the square one, you have Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic perfectly represented, and the scenery is great. And when you go to when you get it in widescreen, then suddenly Tails is replaced by a second Sonic, or sometimes Knuckles is a red Sonic instead, and you have shit stuff, and you have to start again, burning credits and credits and credits. Bing is free, so it's fine, but you again, and sometimes it can take up to 3-4 hours per video, and I post one every day. So sometimes I spent an entire afternoon to do several videos. So I have a long list of videos planned. Like now, these past few days, I've been working on them. So you have content until the 2nd of November. Okay. Because there is the Sonic X Shadow Generations releasing this week. After that, you have Halloween, so you have 3 videos on the Halloween theme, and right next to Halloween, it's Dia de los Muertos, and in Mexico, and I did 2 videos about that. It's not extensions; it's covers of the Data Select screen music from Sonic 3 and Spagonia Day from Sonic Unleashed, and you'll see it's kind of nice to hear them as mariachi music. But this is what I'm trying to do. Is I'm just having fun. I'm just playing with the tool. I'm given a tool that is impressive, and I want to see. Excuse me. I want to see what this tool is capable of, and I'm just having fun with it. I'm not trying to make a living out of it either, okay? I monetize the video because YouTube lets me first, and because I'm planning the big trip of my dreams next year. I want to go to New York City, and if it's the only time I go there, I'm not gonna go there just for 1 week or 2 days. I'm gonna go for 2 weeks so I can enjoy it at the as much as possible. And it's expensive, and American people will know how expensive New York is, and I want to go there. It's my biggest dream since I've been a teenager. I'm almost 40 now, and in 2025 I will be 40, so it's the perfect occasion. I'm gonna be 40, and for my 40th birthday I want to go to New York, and problem is it's very expensive and I need money for it. So everywhere I can grab a bit of money, I'm gonna try it. It's not I'm not trying to make a living out of AI music, okay? I'm just trying to get a little money so I can put it in my trip. That's all. Once my trip is done, if I'm still doing AI videos, I will have no business monetizing these videos. Okay. Right now it's just, if I can, I do it because I need the money. And well, there is I put an account on Revolut where people can give money, but I don't have a lot of friends, so there's nothing on it, and I will not count on that stuff. So I'm trying to finance my trip, okay, to finance my big dream. So yeah, this is why it's monetized. This is why you have some ads, and I'm trying my best, so you have just ads at the beginning and the end, and not having the video being cut off by ads. I hope it works like that, but it's just that, you know. And just so you know, I've made 80 euros, which is $85, I think, so something like that, since August. In 3 months, $80. Can you live with $80? So I have my work, my job, and I'm trying to, with the money I earn every day in my job, I'm trying to finance that trip, and I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to have the money, so I'm trying to find other sources of money for that trip. Okay, so it's not, I'm not stealing, I'm not doing, I mean, you could say I'm trying to reassure myself or find excuses or stuff like that. I'm not stealing from artists, okay? Some people say commission a real artist next time, but that's not the point. The point of these videos is to have fun with AI. So if there wasn't AI, this video wouldn't exist, and I would commission nobody for the pictures you see on these videos. So I think it's kind of stupid on an AI video, which is clearly identified as AI. I'm having fun with AI, to be telling me commission a real artist. That's not the point. That's not the point. This is not the concept. Okay. And before I changed my nickname on my before I was Kerogan, I was Arcthus. Except in France, there's an artist, a stand-up comedian, whose name is Artus, and it's very close to mine. And when I decided to try and do some songs, I was like, I won't be able to publish music with that name because it's too close to the stand-up comedian, and I had to change my nickname. So changing my nicknames was like, okay, it's kind of symbolic if you wish, but I've been Arcthus in the internet since probably 2008, so it's been a long time. So changing my nickname to me was kind of, okay, I'm gonna change everything. My YouTube channel cannot keep the same brand identity and stuff like that. I have to change it. So for now, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it, and I'm not sure about which direction I will take it. Okay, and I'm still wanting to do videos that can be watched by everyone in the world. And the AI stuff is kind of nice because there's no lyrics, there's lyrics, but there's no, I'm not speaking, I'm not stuff like that. And I won't do Sonic news because I'm not, I mean, there's a lot of Sonic tubers out there, American Sonic tubers, some British also. There's a lot of them out there, and there's no interest in doing the same thing as they do because they're already numerous. So I'm trying to think about which content I'm gonna put out there. I'm trying to think about what will be my brand identity. And in the meantime, while I'm thinking it's temporary, I use an AI generated profile picture. Okay, the drawing on my profile picture was generated by AI. Of course, it's temporary. If I have to use for, if I find my brand identity and decide, okay, I want a character in that style, that stuff like that, I'm gonna go see a friend who's a very good drawing artist. I don't know if this is the right word, and I'm gonna see him and I'm gonna tell him, okay, can you do this for me and how much will it cost? And I'm gonna put the money in it. I've been doing that when I was Arctus. The drawing on my profile picture, I can display it to you here, was drawn by that friend and I paid 70 euros for that. Okay, so I commissioned someone. I'm not using AI as something to replace people. I'm using AI as something to as a tool that allows me to do stuff by myself without the help of anyone because I'm alone, okay? I'm lonely. I'm trying to work on that, but I'm lonely. There's no one around me. I'm not living with anyone and it's kind of hard to find people and stuff like that. So I'm trying to be able to create on my own, okay? And on my own and without much money. Okay, so for now, that profile picture is AI generated, and I know it's not something that must be used as a definitive profile picture, and I know that when I'm gonna decide which direction I go, I will either use a photo, a picture of me, because I'm trying to lose weight right now and I lost 20 kilos. Lost 20 kilos and I still have 20 to lose and maybe more. But I'm losing weight and I think at some point at the end when my face is okay and I find myself beautiful and stuff like that, I'm probably use a photograph on my profile picture. Or if not, then again, I'll see my friend and I'll make him do a drawing for me if he has time because he's working too. So, but I'm perfectly okay with commissioning artists. But again, AI is not harmful when it's used by people like me who are alone, who don't have means. I mean, it's just new stuff that can come out from from us, which wouldn't see the light of day if there wasn't AI, because we wouldn't, I mean, I wouldn't commission anyone to extend sonic music. I wouldn't commission anyone to make sonic visuals. I think probably I would try to do it myself because I can draw sonic. It's not hard, so I can do it. But this is just about what AI is capable of, how it understands the prompts. Like, for example, you're gonna see on the 27th, though in 5 days, I'm recording on the 22nd, so in 5 days, I'm gonna publish Marina Madness, extended by AI, and the base screenshot I'm using have Knuckles and Vector, and I found it funny the first time to see how SPO was represented by AI, and I tried with Vector. And what's funny is that I have a crocodile with sonic spikes, green, but it's kind of funny. You know, you have a funny stuff, and it's not something I do for to rob of anything of artists. I'm just having fun with a tool. Just like some people can do memes, they take a picture from the internet and they put text on it, and hop, you have a meme. You know, it's as much stealing as what I'm doing here. So again, the problem with AI is when it's used by big companies to avoid spending money. They have the $1 billion they have, and it's not acceptable that with this kind of money they don't pay people to do stuff. That's what's the problem with AI. Not the little people who can't draw or stuff like that, who just want to have fun with it, okay? So please, can you avoid coming at me, insulting me, accusing me of stuff just because you're against AI? I understand why you're against AI, and I agree with you that there is a gray area that is a problem, okay, about using other people's work to feed the AI so it can learn. Okay, there's a problem here. I mean, every artist should be able to opt in or opt out of those things. It should be like that. It is not. And I completely agree with you that it's not okay. But for now, it's as it is now. And I'm thoroughly agree with you when things have to change. Legal actions should be taken, so the law, the law, there's a law to regulate the use of AI, especially in companies. Because when I see some big companies starting to think about not having localized dubbing anymore because they can do it with AI, that's a problem. They have the money to pay a dubbing studio to do a dubbing. In France, we have. I'm not being too nationalist here, but I think, and it's something I read a lot, France has probably one of the best dubbing studios in the world, and we do very good quality dubbings on the movies. And right now, that every comedian who is doing dubbing is threatened by the big companies who want to use AI for dubbing the movies with the voice of the actors. So, okay, the result might be interesting and stuff like that, but it's depriving people of their living. Okay? And that's not okay. But I'm not depriving anyone of anything here. I'm not pretending the music is mine. I'm not pretending the pictures are mine. I'm just having fun with AI, and I'm clearly saying that I'm having fun. I'm just clearly saying it's AI. I'm not telling I've been doing the effort. The only effort I really put in them in those videos is the editing and the miniatures. Okay, that's the only thing I really put an effort in. Okay, I'm not pretending, and same with my original songs. When I do it, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. This is AI assisted, and I have no problem in saying it. And if my music made like that works and I have some contacts with people and I can have some musicians and stuff like that, I will prefer using the musicians and the real people. It's just that now creating music is out of my possibilities, so the AI brings it to me for a cheap price, and it's a starting point. And to me, I don't want to see AI as this big threat. I want to see AI as an opportunity. Many people have wonderful ideas. Wonderful ideas. They just don't have and I'm one of those people who don't have necessarily the skill to make these ideas into reality. AI can allow that. You have an idea, you describe it, and the AI can make something. Sometimes it's not good, sometimes it's nice, sometimes, but AI can do some propositions and you can choose about. For those kind of people who never were able to create, it's a wonderful opportunity to finally have their idea come to reality. Of course, they are not executing the idea. They're just giving it to an AI which is doing the work. But at least they can come up with some stuff, come up with some ideas. That they have their ideas and they can create. And to me, it's a good opportunity. The problem is when the opportunity is used for bad reasons, like I said, getting rid of French dubbings or any foreign dubbing, to use AI because it's cheaper. I was talking about music. To me, if someone like Universal starts to use AI to compose music for their artists, it's a problem. It's not good because they have the money, they have the means to hire musicians, to hire sound engineers and stuff like that. Okay, they have the money, so they should be using the money they have to do the stuff and not resort to AI. Okay, AI to me is a good opportunity for people who don't have the means. It's a threat when big companies use it to save money, because it takes away from the livings of people. Me doing the stuff here takes away nothing to no one. Okay, no one loses anything with me doing AI extensions. I just wouldn't do it if there wasn't AI. Okay, so please have a bit of nuance in your thinking. I'm not saying AI is the best thing ever. It's the thing we all waited for, and AI is great. No, AI has a lot of flaws. AI has a lot of problems. It really creates a lot of philosophical issues, legal issues, moral issues, and I agree that this is something that needs to be worked on. But to me, if using AI means you can release stuff that you wouldn't release otherwise, and you wouldn't pay anyone, and you're not taking anything away. Using AI to replace to replace a process that was expensive just to have cheaper solutions when you're a big company, that is wrong. And I agree with you. I'm anti-AI when it's used by big companies, except when there's an artistic thinking about it, like the opening of Secret Invasions. The series itself is very bad, but that's not the point. The idea of using AI has meaning artistically for the show, and I'm not against the use in that case because it's used by an artist who's making the intro, the opening. It's used by an artist to convey something. Okay, it's wrong when it's used to again. If you're using it with an artistic, for example, if you decide to release a music that really sounds AI because it's an artistic thing in the lyrics and the stuff like that, you have something that it's really really an artistic intention, it's fine. What's not fine is that if you do it just because it's cheaper when you have the means to do it normally, then that's wrong. It's not an artistic decision to do. It's just monetary, So please have nuance, and please stop coming at people like me who, it's not perfectly legal to use Sonic music for that. But again, if Sega pulls the plug, I stop it. If Sega decides that it's over, you won't be able to download, to upload Sonic music on Suno, it's over, you won't be able to use Sonic on Bing Image Creator, then I stop. And it's not a problem. I'm okay with it. And they would be right to do so. For now, they have a pretty huge tolerance about fan-made content and stuff like that. And I'm happy with it because I think it's great. It allows some exploration to be made and experimentation too. And okay, but for now, I'm just using the fact that Sega lets us do it. If they don't, I won't do it. I won't go around or stuff like that. That's all. At first I wanted to go to do some other games like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. And at some point I prepared a few of my favorite Final Fantasy tracks, Kingdom Hearts, Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, I took Uncharted, I think, some stuff like that. And when I saw and when I tried to upload those musics, it didn't work, and that's okay. I won't I won't do Final Fantasy, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm just having fun and experimenting. That's all. It's just experimenting and sharing the experiment. And sometimes I could have 5 or 6 videos for just one music because there's several different versions. Like for example, I've been doing, as I said, Data Select Screen from Sonic 3 and Spagonia Day from Sonic Unleashed as mariachi music. And I had several different versions, which were well, for Data Select Screen. This is the best version, and I don't want anything else. I found it really good. But for Spagonia Day, I had several versions where there were only guitars, which was kind of boring because mariachi is kind of richer than that. You have trumpets, you have violins, you have So I wanted for Spagonia to have a more complete piece, and I had to generate several times. And you'll see at some point when I upload it, I made also a Hydro City song. I generated lyrics with ChatGPT about Hydro City. I corrected them so it fits the melody. And then I put it into Suno. I had to sing over the original because it wouldn't take the melody. So, and believe me, when you're not an English speaker, having to speak English very fast like that, it's really, really hard. So I did that, and then I started generating songs about Hydro City. And I have several styles. I have Michael Jackson style. I have funk jazz style. I have a rock metal version, and I'm gonna upload it at some point. It's just that for now it's kind of hard because I want to do stuff good. As you said, I'm not doing any effort on the music. I can do an effort on the editing. So I want for the Hydro City song to have the words appear, in synchronized to the music, and it takes a long time. So for now, I'm keeping them, but I'm gonna upload it at some point because I just love that song. I mean, the lyrics is a kind of a little goofy, because it's AI generated, but I find it so fun to see that, and especially the Michael Jackson version, because I managed after, I think I burned at least 2 months of credits, something like that. No, maybe no, but maybe half a month, 2 weeks of credits on generating different versions and trying to get as close as possible as Michael Jackson. I'm not wanting to do a Michael Jackson song. I just want it to be Michael Jackson style, with a voice that resemble Michael Jackson's, and I wanted it to do the the I wanted it to do that, and I managed to have something that's so great. And you can find it if you want to see it. It is on my TikTok. You can see it. Except there's no lyrics written on the video. I just posted it like that, so to have some advice. And honestly, I love listening to it, and I've learned more about music in this past few months using Suno than in my entire life. I learned about genres, like for example Michael Jackson. I didn't know there is a specific genre about his music from the 90s, like Dangerous and History are in this style, and it's called New Jack Swing. I didn't know at all of that, and now I know it, and I used it for my songs because it's so punchy, catchy, and stuff like that. And yeah, I've learned stuff. I've learned a bit of musical theory, so I'm growing with it. I'm using AI to create stuff, and I'm growing with it, which will allow me to create more stuff, and this time by myself, but on my own. So how is it wrong to do that? Okay, It's like taking inspiration from people, other people, except it's the machine doing it instead of my brain, you know. So it's kind of gray. I understand that people can be against it and stuff like that. It's just like NFTs and bitcoins and stuff like that. It's okay. Just don't come accusing people, insulting them on YouTube just because you're against stuff. I'm not the one doing the harm here. Okay? What's harmful with AI is how companies that have the means to hire human beings use it. I don't have the means to hire human beings, and so I'm doing stuff I wouldn't do if there wasn't. I'm not robbing anyone of anything. I'm not. No one is losing anything with what I do. Okay? So please be nice. It's just for fun. I'm just having fun with music. And in the process, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning about, for example, with the Hydro City Tuesday, I have more than 50 versions of Hydro City Act 2. And doing that, I learned about traditional music from other countries that I've never heard about. And that's so great because I discover new music, new stuff just by doing that. And yeah, maybe it's not the most moral thing to do, but at least I'm growing up with it. I'm growing up thanks to it, as a human being, as a artist with big commas, but yeah, I could say as an artist because I'm still a singer. I like to sing, and I still have ideas. I still create stuff and things like that. So I can call myself an artist, but I'd understand if you disagree that I'm an artist. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I'm growing up with it, so it really pains me to have some bad comments like this, just simple-minded comments without nuance. And that's the big problem nowadays. It's people lack nuances. Like people just, it's polarized everywhere, and they don't try to see the I could spend a whole day speaking about talking about politics, French politics or even American politics, because there's a big problem of nuances, and it's the same with AI. So please think hard about what you see, what you do. I'm not here to harm anyone. I'm just having fun with the music I love. I love Sonic music. I love Sonic as a whole, and I'm just having fun with it. It's fun for me to do that, and even if I wouldn't publish it on YouTube, I would still do it because it's fun. It's fun to see what AI can do. It's fun to explore with new genres. Like, I just absolutely love the mariachi version of Data Select Screen, and even the Spagonia one I Suno generated. Even I love it, and it's kind of nice to explore the genres, and again, I grow up with it. I have genres sometimes genres I've never heard of, and it gives me ideas for my own stuff, you know. So yeah, it's kind of, there is a positive thing, and there is a big human component in doing these videos. I don't press a button and I do all the stuff and post it on YouTube. No, there is some work. There is some choices made. The music you get on these videos, I chose them because sometimes I have 10 different versions and I will choose one to show you, and that's a human choice. And same about the pictures. Sometimes I generate an enormous amount of them until I find the one I like. and the one I believe can be used. Sometimes I have to make sacrifices, like for example, when I'm doing Sonic Heroes images, I have to to accept that, okay, this image is not as good as this one, but at least Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic are recognizable and correct, because sometimes there's a wonderful image, very great, except Tails is a second Sonic. And yeah, that's frustrating sometimes, but you have to make choices, and I'm making the choices here, and everyone who does extended versions of Sonic music on YouTube does the same. They generate stuff. Maybe some people, maybe some of them just press generate, download the file, and just call it a day. Maybe. This is not what I do. I'm listening a lot of stuff, and listening, trying to find the ones. My goal here is trying to get AI as close as possible as the originals. That's why I'm making now longer uploads, so it has more to work with, so it can. And sometimes I have kind of like for Halloween, you will have Mystic Cave extended, and yeah, it kind of improvises at some points, but it reproduces the music in the middle, and it integrates the changes inside them. The instead of just having something completely different, and same with the image. I'm trying to describe what I have on the screenshot and make it generate the same thing, and it's very hard, and I never have the same thing, but sometimes I have something very close, like for Shadow, you just had the motorbike, for Lagoon City, for Lagoon City, I will make a video about the the goofs, because for Lagoon City at some point I said Sonic was sliding down a water slide, and the AI represented Sonic sliding on his feet. So I wanted him sliding on his butt and surprised. So I put Sonic sliding on his butt on the water slide. He generated me pictures where Sonic is showing his butt to the camera. So I kept them, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep all those ugly stuff, and I'm gonna make a video about it someday, just for fun, because it's sometimes I had a really good laugh about it. So it's just fun. Okay, it's just fun. Thank you for listening, if you've been watching all the way, and I see you tonight. Well, you'll have a video tonight with Chaos Island 6 movement. Yeah, from Sonic Frontiers, for the Road to Sonic X Shadow Generations series, which ends on Friday with What I Made Of. And yeah, for example, What I Made Of, I couldn't monetize it, and I still post it because I can. I don't monetize it, and it's fine. I don't care. You see, I'm not trying to steal anyone. I'm just taking advantage of what I'm allowed to do. If it lets me monetize, I monetize, because I need a bit of money to for my travel. But if I can't, I'll still post it just unmonetized, and it's fine. You know, I'm not making a living with this. I'm just having fun. It's meaningless fun. I think that sums up the subject. So enjoy the few things I have in store for you. You can keep posting your requests on every video. I'm trying to do them as they come. Sometimes it can take a long time, because for now I kind of burned all my credits on Suno, so I'm waiting for the renewal. But I'm gonna do the requests you make, and the suggestions too. If you have, for example, a music you love about Sonic, and you want to see what the AI can do if it's in some genres, like for example, I don't know, you can, like well, take Sonic X Shadow Generations. You have some dubstep version of an existing music which was rock music before. So you can try to play with stuff like I don't know, see Hydro City as a flamenco piece. I have Hydro City on reggae version. I have Hydro City, but you can, I don't know, maybe you like Windy Hill Zone Act 1 from Sonic Lost World, and you want it to be, to try it as uh, a jazz version. It's okay, you can suggest it. If you want to try some stuff like that, it's fine. I'm not doing just extensions. I can do covers too, and that's great because it's funny to witness. Sometimes very impressive stuff comes out, and yeah, it's just fun. So keep your suggestions coming. Your comments, just be nice, please. And yeah, I see you guys again soon. I'll try making some. Maybe I'll make some face cam videos like this in the future in English. Probably the goof video. Maybe there will be my face somewhere. I'm gonna try some stuff like that. But I'm still thinking about the content I will put out. For now, I'm keeping the channel alive by doing that. But at some point, I might stop because I finally found a content that fits what I want to do on YouTube. So yeah. See you.